Hey guys, you're watching a clip from the Away Day show, our weekly football show that releases every single Monday. Remember, if you enjoy the video, to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share with mates, because that really supports the channel. And if you'd like to see the full episodes, that can be found on the YouTube channel. Enjoy the clip.
Let's go to midfielders.
Okay. Midfielders? Okay. So we're going Trippier 5, it was Varane 4, Saliba 3,
and then 1 and 2 Diaz.
and then
Well, I don't care whichever
and
one you
Diaz
want to put
Stones.
on.
I can't believe Reece
Midfielders.
James didn't make it in there.
Okay.
Mids. Okay. 5 for me, Declan Rice.
Yep.
Great season last season.
It's going to be so hard.
So
man. It's
consistent.
gonna be so hard. You got DMs in there already.
Super consistent. And for West Ham, they would have got relegated, I reckon, with him for adding, because Souček was rubbish last season. Odegaard 4 for me. The improvement was massive. I would have had him 3, but I think the whole aura in the top 3 for me get them ahead of him. But this season, if he starts like a house on fire he had, I'll go Odegaard 3. But for me, 3, Casemiro. The whole aura about everything basically was put in there for me. Did he have a great back end to the season? Absolutely. The start of the season, was it as good as Odegaard's? Probably not. So over the season, Odegaard probably had a better year, but the back end, I think, was so big for Casemiro for United because they weren't scoring. Defensively, we needed him, and he was there. 2, Rodri. It sort of explains itself, but he's not as good as number 1, KDB.
Okay, everyone's got the same number 1, but I think that's criminal.
So obviously,
to not put Bruno in.
Yeah, I was about to wait, which Bruno?
What?
Fernandez.
No. Bruno G's ahead of Bruno
I
F.
was about to say Bruno.
Bruno G's ahead of Bruno F.
G was
You guys have slept on because he only got
I watch Fernandez week in, week out. I watch him every week.
Because he hasn't produced his thing. If you want to talk about
Hold
Trippier and
on.
leadership,
Before
and
we
stuff,
argue about Bruno Fernandes,
let's
Bruno Guimaraes.
Let's
talk about. Let's put some other names up there. So we're all going to agree on KDB.
Do your 5. I want to hear you go. I want to hear you go. Let's go through.
I've got
first.
mine ready.
Okay, go through it. Let's go through it first.
I've gone KDB 1, Rodri 2,
Okay, same for
Bruno 3, Casemiro 4, Odegaard 5.
Declan Rice. Okay, Declan Rice.
I just don't. I've done the exact same as you,
Just
except I
taking
think
Declan
Bruno
Rice
for
out.
Declan Rice.
All right, and Flynn, yours.
So what was your last name?
Odegaard 5.
Who's 4? Bruno.
No,
Bruno
Casemiro.
3. Casemiro's 4. He's
Casemiro
moved.
3.
Bruno.
Yeah, Bruno.
Okay, so I'm going to KDB 1.
Yeah. Is Rodri a second though? Because I think
No, Rodri's not going to be mine. I don't think he'll be
I thought you wouldn't go, but I thought
just
this
like-
was locks. They
Rodri's
boss the
a weird-
midfield every.
Rodri's a weird one, and Man City's midfield is a weird one in general.
Yeah, I was considering putting Casemiro ahead of Rodri.
Really? They're the
I was
best
considering-
midfield in
I
the
didn't.
world. They're best.
I didn't.
No, but the best midfield in the
I
world.
think it
though.
was definitely a consideration. Though.
I know it's a consideration, but they're the best midfield in the world for a
Rodri is
reason.
going to be my number 2.
Yeah,
just,
I think that
just
makes-
because
Treble, best team.
he's probably like the second or third name on the team sheet, right?
Yeah.
Where would you
He
put
is-
Gundo if he was still playing?
I was about to say the same thing.
Gundo fits in 4 for me.
I
Ahead
don't
of
think
Odegaard.
Gundo would be in my top 5.
Wow.
Just because
Missed the last 8 weeks though.
I just think he comes in and out in spurts, and Pep does his thing and just rotates, and
all of a sudden,
that's to Gundo's detriment, not because he's a bad
Yeah.
player,
No.
because he's not top 5 quality player.
Well, when you're winning a treble, you have to be in and out.
Yeah,
It takes
just
time.
because I think there's more staples in so I'm going to put KDB and Rodri are both staples in the best team in the world. I'm going to go Casemiro.
Wow, you have to
Just because
I thought you didn't rate Casemiro that hard.
I rate him, I just don't think I just think he's just doesn't play enough.
You think he's red cards as well?
Yeah, but the problem with the red cards is that usually I would factor in the red cards and say, that makes them.
He
less
never
good.
got one at
That
Real,
makes
by
them
the way.
less. That makes them less good of a player.
You don't never go on.
Yeah, I know, but this is what I'm saying.
That's nuts.
I think that makes them less good of a player. The red cards, but with Casemiro, I just think a couple of them were weird red cards, and he got mad weeks, and I think he had a weird first season. I'm going to back him as a whole player. I think his impact on your team is crazy.
I was say when he's on, we're on. When he's up, we're up.
And I didn't know how good he was going forward with the ball.
He carries the ball.
Is so good in attacking.
It's because he gets covered by Modric and Kroos.
Yeah,
those two are the best in the world, right? So
I knew him I knew him obviously as a player, but
he's hidden by those
obviously
two.
the perception of him from FIFA and how good Modric and Kroos are attacking.
Yeah.
Sorry,
But those Champions League finals, you wouldn't see that. You wouldn't see that happen.
You never think of Casemiro's progressive game. So I'm going to Casemiro 3.
It's our top 3 basically.
But I'd want him to play 34 games this year, right?
Yeah,
I'd want him to start 34 games
Yeah.
to maintain that spot. 4, I'm going to go Odegaard.
Yeah, that's fair.
I just think,
I agree.
Odegaard's one detriment is that I think sometimes he gets a little bit lost. But I think for the most part,
For his role, it's fine.
yeah, I think so. For someone who watches their games, I think for his role, that's okay because like, it usually means that there's holes elsewhere for us to attack. I think, he's our captain of the club.
Yeah. Again, he's another symbol of the whole revolution. He's another
absolute staple in the team. It's so important. And then 5, I was thinking maybe Bruno G, maybe like Bruno Fernandes, maybe Declan Rice. Who else in the mix?
Because we've had the exact same order, me and Flynn, so far. Your 5 goes, but
I hear the same as you apart from Bruno.
So you just put Bruno, moved everyone down though.
Probably go
2 people down.
Yeah.
Who would I like?
Because I'm happy to accept Bruno G as a 5th place.
Even like Enzo Fernandez lies around that.
I was close, but he just.
But no,
Chelsea was so
Enzo's
poor.
not there.
I think you guys are just kidding yourself on Bruno Fernandes.
I'm actually gonna say Bruno Fernandes.
Hey, Bruno Fernandes.
I'll tell you why I think you're kidding yourself.
See, for some reason, no.
Bruno G's crazy.
What do you mean I'm
Why do
kidding
you guys
myself?
all hate?
No, you're on about.
You guys all hate
he is.
Newcastle. You guys all hate Newcastle. I swear.
No, literally, it was like.
No, I will say Bruno G's like my number 6.
They're 5 and 6.
Bruno G's my number 6, but I will say
I just
something.
think that he's attacking. I think Bruno last year, the amount of times I saw him hit the post or an assist, like whoever was a striker just completely stuffs it up.
20 Premier League still goal contributions last year. And that was a
remarkable.
bad season. Plus,
it wasn't a bad season at all. I don't think it's bad
for
season
him.
No, for Bruno, that was a good
I
season.
think we're just used to Bruno scoring 30 goals in a season.
But I don't think it's a bad season for him.
Then,
We were a mid team last year that overperformed, and he and Rashford were the only reasons we did that.
So why wouldn't you?
Because Bruno G is a better footballer and a more influential player on the
What
team.
about Declan Rice then?
I want to see Declan Rice do it at Arsenal.
Yeah, that's what I want to see as well.
But see, because
I'm not gonna have
I
a
think
West
I watched
Ham.
too much other games, but I love watching West Ham play.
According to
and I love
logic, I
watching
start
him
putting
play.
McAllister in it as well. I want to see him do it.
I was close to McAllister,
McAllister was nowhere near
McAllister,
getting my
Enzo,
team
and
in my top 5.
and Bruno G were so close to the edge of mine.
Apart from
McAllister,
Enzo's World
that's
Cup,
crazy.
Enzo has done nothing. He was good for Chelsea.
Enzo was sorry. On the
Chelsea was so
centre-back
poor.
thing, we definitely overlooked Thiago Silva.
Yes.
Yes.
Who's like,
But because Chelsea did so poorly.
Yeah, but that's the only
100%.
reason. That's the only reason.
Okay, I think it's just a different way that we're approaching these top 5 is why we're
I
having.
think we're similar. It's just that I've got a different viewpoint.
I think we're just approaching it different.
No,
I look at Bruno's last 5 years. I look at all 5.
I just think you rate Bruno and he doesn't rate him as much. I just think it's that deep. I don't think it's that deep, Tots.
Yeah.
No, I just think when I look back at people's
Like
years.
as an Arsenal fan watching Bruno, I'm scared of Bruno, but I also hate him. And his stupid little mannerisms, which literally plays into my ranking of him. But if I try to put that aside when I'm ranking him because it's like in terms of his impact on the team and why I think Mason Mount is such a bad signing is because I'm actually scared of Bruno when he's on the pitch. I'm petrified of Rashford and Bruno when we versus you guys. It's like when one of those guys come off or something like that, I was like, thank God.
Yeah.
Even if he's having an absolute stinker,
pull
I know that Bruno just can just whip something up and put in a ball or whip in a long shot or something like that. And
I guess that's the difference between Bruno G and Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah,
Bruno G doesn't have that cross ball nailed it out of nowhere. He could have, because Bruno Fernandes can have an awful 80 minutes, but can ping a ball from left back to the right wing and we can score. But Bruno Guimaraes is so important. Joe Linton, he makes Joe Linton look remarkable because they work so well as a
Joe
three.
Linton is making Joe Linton look remarkable.
Yeah.
He's been so good.
Because it's
No, you're
Bruno
right. I just
Guimaraes
think
in that midfield.
Obviously there was a point where where you were talking about before in the sense that would next year you see I'd see next year I'd see Bruno doing what Bruno did 2-3 years ago next year. I think he's still capable of doing that. Yeah. So therefore he's in your top 5 midfielders because there's
It doesn't mean he's
But it's
therefore
hypothetical.
in it.
Bruno Guimaraes can score 55 goals next year and have 25 assists.
but I don't think he's capable of doing that.
I'm
I'm talking about what people are capable of. That's why.
Yeah, but it's like,
and it's probably not likely, but
Lucas Paquetá could do that as well.
Guimaraes' game is defensively significantly better than Bruno's defensively. It's Rodri was our number 2. Look at his goal contribution. Probably 5 a year.
Bruno Fernandes also defensively isn't playing as deep.
Bruno tracked. Yeah, but this is what we're valuing. We're seeing what we value higher. He reckons he values Bruno G's impact on Newcastle higher than he does Bruno
Yeah.
Fernandes.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean like
That's fine,
if
that's
Bruno Fernandes is his number 6, it doesn't mean he's not saying he's the worst player on the planet. He's just saying he's not in my top 5
No, I'm just
Premier
saying
League.
from him
Like,
being
Can you
shocked of
see
me
the way,
putting
can you see
Bruno.
the way that because I put Declan Rice 5 because people who can carry the ball, who can have a goal in them. But
Yeah.
for me, more importantly, I want someone who can defend.
and
midfield's
just for
robust.
us too, like a reason Declan Rice isn't in our
I'll
top
tell you
5.
why I
It's 'cause
disagree with
he
you.
hasn't done it.
Yeah.
No,
At-
you're
For
right.
me, he hasn't done at Arsenal.
You're
Like,
right. You need 2 midfielders who can carry, defend really good.
Yeah.
But to me, who
You got one.
you need, listen, your number 10 is an attacker in my opinion.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
No, I don't care about the defensive output
Oh,
at
but
all.
no, 100%. I'm not just
So
denying
why are
that.
we considering Bruno's defensive output at all?
Because he can
you
do it as
don't-
well.
No, because you don't care about the defensive output. But Odegaard defensively is really good.
Good.
You know,
He can
he
nick
does,
it.
he doesn't slide tackle all the time, but he
Bruno isn't that bad defensive. I'm not
oh
saying
my
that.
God, Tots.
No, we're not saying he's bad at all, but we're talking
It's
about
an
the creme
opinion.
de la creme. Like,
It's an opinion.
Yeah.
And you have him like, and he just doesn't think he's
I don't
in the
have him
top
there.
5
that's fine.
when there's
Yeah,
5
that's
other
fine.
amazing
Yeah.
like midfielders in the league.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's
That's
like
fine.
I like a midfielder who has a chart where
it's like,
everything's good.
It's not,
Like,
it's not just wrong to not have Bruno.
Yeah, that's
Bruno
fine.
Fernandes was good, was decent last year. You know, he doesn't walk into the top 5 in his last year's form. He's in there because he had an amazing 2 years before that, and it's like that's why he's in my top 5. You know, because he scares me because I know what he can produce. He didn't produce it all the time last year. He is annoying.
He's a menace. He's a menace.
He
He's a
is
menace.
so annoying, and defensively. He's a bit of a liability sometimes when I watch because I think he doesn't track back. He gets a little bit lazy, gives away stupid fouls.
I think
But-
more of a foul thing
But
is
for
probably the more
me,
problem.
I think he's
Because he tracks back.
he
I think
gets
he
in
just-
there enough because
he's
like he
too
does
feisty.
enough attacking and he still tracks back and
Yeah.
blah blah blah. So I think
So I can-
it's a much of a muchness. Like
I can we agree. De Bruyne, Rodri, Casemiro, Odegaard, and then Bruno Fernandes. That's
so-
our 5. We agree with that. Yeah.
I'm